What is just war theory? Just war theory says that war is sometimes necessary to restrain evil. But it must meet strict conditions of just cause, right intention, proper authority, last resort, proportionality, and discrimination between combatants and civilians. What is just war theory? Just war theory says that war is sometimes necessary to restrain evil. But it must meet strict conditions of just cause, right intention, proper authority, last resort, proportionality, and discrimination between combatants and civilians. Developed by Augustine and refined by Aquinas and later Christian thinkers, just war theory rejects both pacifism and militarism. It recognizes that in a fallen world, the sword is given to the state to punish evil, Romans 13, while placing moral limits on the use of force. The goal is always the restoration of a just peace, not vengeance or conquest. If possible, so far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all. For he is the servant of God, an avenger who carries out God's wrath on the wrongdoer. Blessed are the peacemakers. Augustine argued that war can be just when waged by legitimate authority for a just cause with right intention. Aquinas refined the criteria, insisting on proportionality and the distinction between combatants and non-combatants. Just war theory arises from the tension between two biblical truths. On one hand, followers of Christ are called to be peacemakers and to live peaceably with all so far as it depends on them. On the other hand, in a world marked by real evil, governing authorities are ordained by God as servants who bear the sword to restrain wrongdoing and protect the innocent. Absolute pacifism that refuses all use of force leaves the weak unprotected. Unrestricted militarism that treats war as a tool of national glory or vengeance ignores the moral limits God places on human power. Just war theory seeks the narrow path between these errors. The traditional criteria serve as moral guardrails. Just cause requires a real and grave wrong, such as defense against aggression or the protection of the innocent rather than expansion or revenge. Right intention means the aim must be a just peace, not domination or hatred. Proper authority insists that only those entrusted with public responsibility may wage war. Private violence remains forbidden. Last resort demands that peaceful alternatives be seriously attempted before force is used. Proportionality requires that the expected good outweigh the expected harm, and discrimination forbids the deliberate targeting of non-combatants. These conditions do not make war clean or easy. They make it morally accountable. In practice, the criteria force hard questions on rulers and citizens alike. They expose wars of choice dressed up as necessity. And they challenge the notion that once war begins, all moral restraints disappear. They also protect the conscience of soldiers who must distinguish lawful orders from unlawful ones. The theory is therefore an exercise in Christian realism. It acknowledges the tragic necessity of force in a fallen world while refusing to baptize every use of force as righteous. The ultimate goal remains the restoration of peace ordered by justice, the only peace that can endure. What is just war theory? Just war theory says that war is sometimes necessary to restrain evil, but it must meet strict conditions of just cause, right intention, proper authority, last resort, proportionality, and discrimination between combatants and civilians.